Welcome back, guys. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. Please join the family, subscribe, like this video, and share it to as many people as you know to have more and more of these kind of videos coming your way. Today is a Bible storytelling video telling you guys a story that happened years and years ago. So you guys already know how this goes. Grab your popcorn or a snack, sit down, relax, and let's have some
Today's
fun.
story is about the feast of Passover and how it all began. When the people of Israel were in Egypt, they suffered and they wanted the Almighty to bring them out of Egypt. He sent Moses to go to Egypt and speak to Pharaoh. But it was such a tough adventure. Pharaoh did not let Israel have it easy at all. He did not listen to Moses for the first time he came to speak with him, and so many times afterwards. He insisted he was going to keep the people of Israel so that they would be slaves to him and the Egyptians forever. But Yahweh was smarter than them. He sent plagues to the people of Egypt. The first 9 plagues that the Almighty sent to the people of Egypt were bad, but it did not make them to change their mind. Then Yahweh told the people of Israel to get ready because he was certain, he was 100% sure that this is going to be the plague that will make Pharaoh ask the people of Israel to leave Egypt finally. And Yahweh told Moses to speak to the people of Israel, saying to them that the month when this is happening will be the first month for them. And on the 10th day of the month, he wants them to get a lamb. Not just any kind of lamb, but a 1-year-old lamb. Not just any kind of 1-year-old lamb, but a male 1-year-old lamb that has no blemish, meaning it will have absolutely no faults. It's gonna be a perfect lamb. And when they get that lamb, that 1-year-old male perfect lamb, they will keep that lamb from the 10th of the month until the 14th. But they will not just let the lamb stay on its own. They will watch the lamb for those days, making sure that the lamb is in good shape. And on that day, which is on the 14th day, they will have to kill the lamb and put the blood of the lamb on the doorposts of their houses, because something terrible is going to happen in the land of Egypt. And the only way the people of Israel will be saved from that terrible thing is if they have that blood on the doorpost. And while that blood is on the doorpost, on that night they will be inside in their homes with their families eating the Passover meal. They will eat the lamb that they killed, roasted, not boiled but roasted, and they will eat it with unleavened bread, which is bread that has no yeast or anything that makes it to rise in it. They will also eat it with bitter herbs, and that's what they're going to be doing on that night. They will eat this meat in a haste with the staff in their hands and with the sandals on their feet, girdles on their waists, because they will be ready to leave the land of Egypt. The Almighty Yahweh was 100% sure that they will leave that night. My friends, it happened that while this was going on, the angel of destruction was going round Egypt, and every house that did not have the blood of the lamb on their doorpost, the angel went into the house and killed the firstborn son of the house. Not just firstborn son, but firstborn of anything, including animals in the house. But for everyone who had the blood of the lamb on their doorpost, nothing happened to them. They were safe from the destruction. My friends, it was a horrible day in the land of Egypt. There were lots of crying and wailing and tears because every single household who didn't have that blood on the lamb experienced tragedy, experienced death in one way or the other. And when that happened, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yahweh was right after all. Pharaoh could not wait to send the people of Israel out from the land of Egypt. He said to Moses, "Get away from this place. You and your people, you and all the Israelites, go away. Take every single thing that belongs to you and get out from my land. I do not want you here." And the people of Israel were so happy that finally they get to leave. So they took everything that belonged to them and they left in a haste. And one more thing happened. Moses told them to ask the people of Egypt for their jewelries and their gold and their valuable things, that they would give it to them. And yes, it happened, my friends. They went and they asked the people of Egypt for their valuable things, their gold and their jewelries, and the people of Egypt gave all of these things to the Israelites. So the Israelites took those things and finally they left Egypt. My friends, Yahweh told Moses to say to them, this is a feast that they have to remember throughout their generations. They have to remember how the Almighty brought them out of Egypt in such a haste, and how he killed the firstborn of all the living things in the land of Egypt just for their sake. He told Moses to tell the people of Israel that this feast is going to be called the Feast of Pesach, which means Passover in Hebrew, because on that day the angel of destruction passed over the houses which had the blood of the lamb on their doorposts and did not kill the people inside. The Almighty also instructed the people of Israel that they will have to celebrate this feast of Pesach every year, and it will have to be from generations to generations. So my friends, I am excited to announce to you guys that we will be having the Feast of Passover tomorrow. Yes, we will eat unleavened bread and observe the Feast of Passover, and we'll talk about what happened in the land of Egypt during the time that Yahweh brought the people of Israel out from Egypt. I hope you enjoy the feast with your family. I hope you understand what the feast is all about, and I hope you celebrate it with lots of thanksgiving and appreciation to the Almighty for what he did in Egypt.
So this is me wishing you all a beautiful celebration. Happy Passover. Enjoy the feast, enjoy the Pesach with your family and your friends, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys. When I hear that devil start talking to me, saying, who do you think you are? Or say I'm just a